So the other day I found out that my parents have a very, very limited Star Wars knowledge. Yeah. What's a Force?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the Force?
Well, you're going to film me, aren't you, answering this?
Of course I was. So I figured that the only thing that I could do to try and inform them about Star Wars a bit more was to teach them about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. However, I did have to change one or two things in the script. Now, of course, I didn't want to refer to Jedi and Sith because I think that would probably give it away too much. So instead, I've called the Jedi Christians, and I've referred to the Christian God, which is just a Jedi, and I referred to the Sith as cultists. So the backstory that I gave my parents was that this was a task that I had to do for religious studies, and that I had to do a little presentation about something that happened in past Christian history. So then I just went for it, got them sat down, got some cameras recording, and here's what happened. So have any of you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No.
So yeah, that's generally not the kind of thing that schools tend to tell children, because obviously a lot of the schools in the UK are Christian schools. So essentially what this guy had, he was a cult leader, so he had the abilities to use the midichlorians to create new life. Now the midichlorians are these kind of bacteria things that go around in your blood and allow you to tap into some kind of force field. It's a bit weird. So he had such a knowledge of the Holy Spirit that he could prevent loved ones from dying. This was an ability which the Christian God considered to be unnatural. Unfortunately, however, he became so powerful that the only thing that he was afraid of losing was his own power. Which eventually, of course, he did. See, the issue with this was that he taught his apprentice everything that he knew. Now, the stories tell us that he killed him in his sleep. Which, of course, as the apprentice would later remark, was ironic. He could save others from dying, but not himself. Whilst many Christians attempted to learn of such power, they were all greeted with the same message. These abilities could not be learned from a god, and as such, whilst we've seen the odd cultist here and there, they've all been thrown down and forgotten. Thank you.
Very good. Interesting.